Gabriel this year. I would only start Joe Flacco or Kenny, and probably Joe if, oh my gosh, this is a disaster. And if you're Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Barrow, their head coach and general manager, you go, hey, if one of these two kids starts, we're going to get fired. If it's that bad throughout the preseason. So
you wouldn't believe the circus happening in Cleveland. This isn't your everyday rookie battle for a backup slot. This is a full-on power struggle. Ownership versus coaching, hype versus logic. And right in the middle of the storm, Shedeur Sanders, a fifth-round pick who went from draft day afterthought to headline stealer. Buckle up, because this isn't just football, it's a high-stakes drama that could flip the entire Browns quarterback room on its head.
I think it would be a mistake to start Shedeur Sanders week one. Not because he's not talented, not because he won't have an illustrious career, not because I don't think he'll be a great player for several reasons. Number one, in talking to who I perceive to be the greatest coach of all time, Andy Reid, he was like, I don't like to start my rookie quarterback.
It all comes down to one date circled in blood red, Sunday, October 12th. That's the day insiders are whispering Shedeur Sanders will make his NFL starting debut. Because Browns owner Jimmy Haslam isn't waiting around anymore. Word is he's barking orders from the top. His prized rookie is taking over, whether the staff likes it or not.
Mahomes. Notably, if you think about all the quarterbacks that have won MVP over the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, they do not and have not started week one. Whether that was Josh Allen, whether that was Lamar Jackson, whether that was Patrick Mahomes, whether that was Aaron Rodgers, whether that was Tom Brady, you have to go back to 2016 to find a league MVP who started week one, and that was Matt Ryan, if I am not mistaken.
It all comes down to one date circled in blood red, Sunday, October 12th. That's the day insiders are whispering Shedeur Sanders will make his NFL starting debut. Because Browns owner Jimmy Haslam isn't waiting around anymore. Word is he's barking orders from the top. His prized rookie is taking over, whether the staff likes it or not.
If you standpoint of greatness and as of late, you don't start week one. But then most importantly for me and viewers at home, I challenge you to consider this. Browns quarterback the last 5 years that start week one, they don't finish the season as a starter.
If you think this is just about football strategy, think again. This is a flat-out power grab. Haslam has made it crystal clear. Shedeur Sanders is his guy. Head coach Kevin Stefanski? He's furious. Insiders claim Stefanski tried dodging this whole mess by drafting Dillon Gabriel earlier than expected, hoping to avoid the Shedeur sweepstakes. But Haslam caught on and crushed the move. According to Colin Cowherd, Haslam flat-out overruled Stefanski and forced the Sanders pick in round 5. What used to be a quiet quarterback room is now a straight-up war zone.
This made me think, if Kenny Pickett starts, then that shows me Kevin Stefanski feels like his job may be on the line. If he starts Shedeur, he know he has a little leeway. We can develop this guy. Because if you start Kenny Pickett, it's as if we have to win now. I was told Kenny Pickett or Dillon Gabriel, one of those two are going to be the starter. I was told this a long time ago by somebody in the building. Flacco and Shedeur are going to be the third quarterback. I'm not sure they thought Shedeur would do this, but we all know this. When you're in practice, how can you give 4 guys reps? You got 12 plays of 7-on-7?
Then came the broadcast that detonated everything. Colin Cowherd went live with a bombshell. Haslam didn't just suggest Shedeur, he demanded him. He overrode the scouting board, tied Stefanski's hands, and now he's pressuring the staff to name Shedeur as the week 1 starter. Same old Haslam, headline chasing like he did with Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield, and Deshaun Watson. History repeating itself. Shedeur wasn't even supposed to be in this spot. Experts saw him as a project, clipboard in hand for a year or two. But once he fell to round 5, the Browns grabbed him, and suddenly that project flipped the franchise upside down. Reports say Shedeur stormed into Otis like a man on fire, laser accurate, composed, a natural leader. The coaches couldn't ignore it. GM Andrew Berry finally addressed the press, and his words hit hard. We didn't draft Shedeur to sit. He praised Shedeur's mental toughness, accuracy, and presence. Sure, drafting 2 quarterbacks wasn't the plan, but when Sanders slipped, they pounced. Now the Browns are drowning in a QB controversy they never wanted but can't escape. Training camp only cranked it up. Fans aren't waiting on Stefanski's call, they've made theirs. Shedeur Sanders is the people's choice. His jersey is flying off shelves, his name's